Hey guys, just wanted to say a few things. Bit nervous, but you know, just something in life I've realized is that when something starts, if you start your business or you start your new job or whatever thing you're starting a project. Um, you realize that in life, you know, people are not going to appreciate, people are not going to like, people are not going to believe because when something starts small, there's a lot of mockery. When something starts small, um, you know, people may not support it simply because it's new, and people don't like new things. People don't like change. I may be sitting here in front of the camera and talking about me starting these videos, but right now these videos are still new. These videos are still at the start. But what's gonna happen to these videos in 1 year time? Can anybody see the vision? Can anybody see the future? The answer is no. Only you yourself. Only you can see the vision. Only you can see the future. Only you can see where this can go. Only you can see the path. you know and it's a path you have to walk alone, because what's gonna happen is, on the way, you're gonna hear comments, you're gonna hear anything else. If you stop and you spend time arguing with somebody who's just there to distract you, you spend time arguing with somebody who's not really helping you out, you're pretty much just wasting your time, because you know that person can't bring anything to your life, to be honest. And if you have a vision, like I have a vision, and I'm just starting with my vision. I see the potential where this can go. I see the finish line where this can be. And I know, for anybody out there who want to do great things, they have to start from somewhere. You have to be humble and start from somewhere. And it's not going to be perfect. There's a lot of tweaking that needs to happen. It's never going to be perfect from the start. You have to start from somewhere, and you have to uh, get it to the finish line. And this happens not just for me, but also this will happen to others as well. But as much as I would like to say, this happens to athletes, to anybody that's trying to start a restaurant. You open up a restaurant in a corner shop, you invite the community to attend the first opening, and then you're gonna get critics. You're gonna get people saying that's not good enough. You're gonna get people saying it's not well decorated. You're gonna get people saying you're never going to make it, because they don't see the potential. They don't want to close their eyes and say, you know what? In 1 year time, in 12 months time, this can actually be big. In 12 months time, if it's done correctly, this can be big. If there's a lot of tweaking, if it keeps improving, this restaurant can get big. She can become the greatest tennis player ever. He can become the greatest footballer on the planet. She can become a great politician. But if you're gonna be there listening to your community, listening to people on the side saying you're never gonna make it, listening to people saying, oh look, you might as well just give up now after 10 attempts. You might as well just give up now after 2 month attempts. So you're not gonna make it there. I have a vision, and those of you watching this video on YouTube, I have a vision, and this video may not get views right now, but this video here may become legendary, because many people in the future, they may study this video, you know and I can tell you right now, I've received so many Instagram, you know back chat. I received so many people saying, nah, just give up on this, just let it go. But I see the potential. The potential is unbelievable. But it's very tough when in life, you start doing something and you start doing it alone, and you work with something alone, you work about yourself because you're not getting no support. But once you make it, it looks pleasing to the entire population. It just looks pleasing to the entire population. You finally make it to that stage where it's likable. Suddenly everybody wants to become the manager, the whatever, and people just want to enjoy, like they want to enjoy the product. They don't know what it takes to actually get to the product. It takes a lot of work, a lot of motivation, a lot of hard work, and then some days, it's either you give up, either you die, or either you keep going. And that's life in general, and that's everything I've said. I've tried multiple things, and a lot of things haven't worked out yet, but I'm not going to give up. I want to keep trying. But if there's people out there that are going to come to me and they say, you know what, let it go, it's not working, we don't really care about we don't really care about what you got to say. I don't need every single person to care about what I've got to say. I only need one person at a time to care about what I've got to say. As long as I'm moving forward, that's all that matters. As long as I'm moving forward, that's all that matters. I'm not gonna worry too much about other people, what they've got to say about me doing these videos. Thinking right now, what do we see? We see these videos are not performing well. We see these videos are not clicking in. So what does that mean? I just have to let this opportunity go. What does that mean? I have to give up on this. What does that mean? It means I have to please other people, because those people are not really, really, really looking at the vision. They know what they're doing is that they just bystanders. They see something you done once, automatically they jump to judgment. I don't really like it. That's it, done, stop it. I have a vision of doing this, and I know this will get big. I'm sure it will get absolutely crazy big. I'm sure it will get absolutely crazy big, and I want to be tough. Sometimes I feel weak. I want to be tough, even if people throw rocks at me, people throw shades at me, people throw anything at me, I can always stand back up and keep going. As you can see, in my house right now, I'm doing this by myself, talking about people following their dreams, talking about people's identity in general, because we gotta start somewhere. I haven't had dinner, but I was just thinking about what I was gonna say, and this is not just for me, this is for you as well, and for anybody out there. If you got something you really want to do, go and do it. You don't want to be sitting in your deathbed at an old age, releasing videos saying, I regret following other people's opinion, I regret, because those people will not be there with you. You don't want to be of old age, sitting on your deathbed, saying regrets. You don't want to do that. Trust me, you don't want to do that. I'm not saying go and ruin your family, go and do whatever wrong. I'm just saying go and do something, that will help out others and that will make you happy at the same time. It might be a strong mountain, strong challenges, but you have to keep going, and I'm speaking from someone who's also starting, because what do I have in front of me? I have a mountain full of people who don't think this will work, and I have to prove them wrong. I have to keep going, and that's life. This is the same people that will say, oh look, I know Israel, him and I, we went to the same school. I know Israel. I knew him before he became famous. I knew him before he did this and that. Yes, you knew me before I was famous. You knew me before all that. But when you saw me start, you started discouraging me. Do you really know me? I guess you don't.